Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How we doing tonight? All right. Boo! All right. What?
Boo! That's how I would be. I just want to go somewhere and boo a nigga.
Never mind. You don't get the reference.
What is the reference?
The reference is Biggie Sky's the Limit.
Boo!
Oh my God. You not. All right. Anyways, how y'all doing out there? This is the Loose Laces Podcast, episode 130.
Yeah, and this nigga had to look.
I knew he was in like the 120-ish.
Nah, it's really fucking crazy. The nigga's up to 130.
Dog, 130 of me tolerating your goofy ass. My name is Shad, and I am joined by my thirsty co-host.
Hi, my name's Davon. Context, crazy.
No, you're parched.
Makes sense, but the context of saying that is crazy. This nigga said I'm thirsty.
No, well,
nigga, if I wanted you, I'd have you. Happy Pride Month.
I hope people heard your throat on the mic. Happy Pride Month, that. Stop playing with me.
I didn't do anything. I'm a victim.
This man was chugging. So,
I'm sorry that I enjoy being fucking a lubricated throat. I gotta sing.
Sing?
Yeah, nigga.
Sing?
I'm sorry?
What do you have to sing?
I sing because I'm happy. Nigga, I'm singing because I'm free. That's all I remember.
I know this is where. Oh, I was about to say, yo, why people was questioning, like, you know, I wear beanies a lot, even in the summertime. Like, I wear
I can't.
First of all, I wear my pink beanie a lot. Like, that's my signature,
right?
Because I never make it hard to find me. All right, you could find me. You could pick me out in the middle of a crowd.
That's actually a really smart idea.
For real, like. I think I'm gonna speak about it. I'm gonna speak about it in a couple weeks. I'm gonna speak about.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's no longer. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's no longer on the table. So I wear a pink beanie, so I'm never hard to find. But people were like, "Yo, why do you wear it so much?" And I was like, "Well, Marvin Gaye and Kevin Durant." We're all from the same area. Like, that is a style thing that kind of represents style of yore.
Right.
Even though kids be wearing shiesties and whatnot all year.
This nigga Kazi asked me for a shiesty and I cussed him
I
out.
know you lying.
I cussed him the fuck out.
But yeah, it's a nod to that type of style. Like, I wear a beanie all the time, or I'll just swap it out for a thinner one for the summer days. All right. And so somebody was like, "Oh, so what you saying is you're gay?" And I was like, "I will punch you in the throat."
I mean, in the sense of like Lil
Marvin
B.
Gaye?
You know, Lil B, I'm gay. That nigga's a revolutionary. Nah, that shit is
Lil B is a revolutionary.
It's funny how anything can be perceived as gay. But it's like, come on, dog. I know we immature as shit, but at some point you gotta be like, really, nigga? Really, nigga? That shit funny to me.
It's hilarious.
But, you know, niggas is immature. Aside from accusations, how have you been?
Accusations? What?
Nigga said the pink beanie gay.
No, he said I was Marvin Gaye. He's talking about that reference. He just fixated on that. And I was just like, but, that ain't it.
So you got Marvin Gaye accusations.
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I resigned from my job. I resigned last week.
This nigga quick the forklift.
Yeah, I put in my resignation letter, and a couple people already knew, like, I used to do stand up, right? Mm-hmm. And so I put in my resignation letter, and news got around like, "Oh snap, he's resigning." Yeah, environment ain't really for me right now. Like, love the experience and whatnot, but right now, who's there, not really rocking with. So I gotta, kind of float a little bit until I find a situation more conducive to the growth I would like to experience. Boom. A couple people was like, "Yo, so are you gonna go back to doing stand up? Like, are you gonna do stand up full time?" I was like, "No." I was like, "Oh, okay, well, we'd love to have you back on the team, but I don't really know if you're gonna take back your resignation letter, because then you just be a renigger. I'm like, don't you ever tell me a corny joke like that ever again. I will cut you.
Love that. I would love to use that in a professional sense and be dead serious about it,
bro.
And this renigger over here,
dog.
This is why I don't belong in offices. I'm amazing in the office, but it's so hard to be normal for 8 hours. Cause like I be on the cusp of doing all kinds of wild shit. How I didn't get fired at my old job, I'll never understand. How I've only been fired once, I'll never understand. Technically, I've been fired twice. Once for doing a prank call and telling someone I was Jesus at work. The second time, when my store shut down, that shit almost ended in violence. I didn't deserve to be fired, but I'm glad they fired me because I got my fucking severance.
I mean, let me see. One job, I fell asleep during my lunch break. I was working overnight, and I woke up 2 hours later. And I just drove home. I didn't even go back in.
I mean, that's real. Like at that point, I done fucked up so bad. I might as well just leave.
But I was gonna quit anyways. I was gonna quit because they treated me like shit. And then the other job, I got into it with somebody who, got into it. And I was just like, I'm cool. Nigga fired me. I was at Towson Mall and was like, yeah, so just like you, click.
Yeah, I'm good. Fuck you, nigga.
Nigga said, could you bring your badge in? No. Pry it from my cold, dead fingers, bitch.
Yeah, suck my dick, nigga. No. It was funny. I got fired on my day off, actually.
All right, Craig.
Nigga.
Still in boxes?
Nigga, I was 16. Actually, so funny enough, I was working at this little call center. It was for like refinancing mortgages. Everybody in my school worked there. It was like $10 an hour. Niggas like 14, 15. Shit was mind blowing. I didn't take the job seriously because they didn't record the lines. So the joke in the job was, you call somebody, they react badly, you pass the number along. So my man's Jason got this wild ass lady who was barking and screaming at niggas. So he passes to me, I pass it to the girl next to me. Boom, 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 boom. Like 10 people have called her. So it comes back to me and she's like, who the fuck is this? And I'm like, it's Jesus, you fucking animal. Animal? Jesus, I'll show you a fucking animal. And she's like growling and shit, and I hang up. So the girl next to me calls again, and the supervisor comes over, was like, what the fuck? Protocol was, if someone starts wilding out like that, you act like it's a regular call. Like, I apologize for calling you. I'm sorry. Hang up. She passed the phone to the supervisor. The supervisor's like, yo, 20 people. She got called 20 times, and somebody said they were Jesus. So manager comes out, little angry nigga named Ian. He's like, who the fuck is Jesus? Me and Jason like, we ain't telling nobody. We should. It was a joke. It sounds horrible. This guy and his girlfriend worked together and she came for black eye. We know he didn't hit her, but he's like, yo, he be beating women. We should sacrifice him and get a reward. But we never did it. So then like on our day off, because we ran out the office, we mixed our paychecks, came in, Ian was like, here's your check. Also, you're fucking fired. So I used that check to get some fronts. Shit was incredible.
Okay.
I love that this is a sneaker podcast. We ain't talking about sneakers. But please finish telling us about your week. 2 weeks.
No, my week has been okay. My week has been all right. Yeah, it's been cool. I'm just tying up some loose ends, trying to stay out of trouble. That's it. That is it.
I'm always trying to stay out of trouble is my thing. Let's see. Last week, nigga, I woke up fucked up. My sleep schedule has been cooked. I'm sleepy now. I ain't go to sleep till like 5 o'clock this morning. Close to it. Then I died just before Kazi got home from school. So that's why I'm like, nigga, I'm tired. Let's see. Hat went out to friends and family, people with access. That's doing well. Still waiting for everything to be finished up with New Era, so that's coming along. Let me see. So that's like the hat. Everything's moving along amazingly with the glasses. I got the technical drawing. It looks beautiful. I got the acetate samples. I got 6. Only 3 were good. I know you have only seen 5 colors. There's a secret color that you'll understand later, but it's not available to the public.
Did you want to put them on video?
It's you can't even see him on video.
Okay.
It's so weird because you need really good light to see it. But I thought that the gradient was going to be a hot pink to like a tan. That shit is purple.
Yeah.
But it's hard because I'm like, this is actually better.
It's like a mauve.
Yeah. So I'm like, it's even better, especially on skin. It looks incredible on your like. It looks incredible. I put it up to my face, and I'm like, the effect is going to be insane because the frame is gigantic. So I'm happy with that. The Tokyo Tortoise is Tokyo Tortoise, so that's always good. And then the orange is alarmingly orange, and a lot of people have not responded super well to it. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, it's meant to be a weird ass color because if everything goes to plan, there'll be 120 of the Tokyo Tortoise, 40 of the purple, and 40 orange. The weird colors I'll always make less than, but those are for the niggas that truly appreciate something wild. While the Tokyo Tour isn't safe as a statement piece, and it's much more user friendly, for lack of a better term. Mm-hmm. Like, it's more wearable. You can wear a Tokyo Tortoise with anything, and it works.
What's the width on these?
153 millimeters, so 6 inches. They're going to be equivalent to these. Actually, they'll be. If you want to try them on, they'll be bigger than these.
Okay.
So they're going to be a wide frame.
Yeah. I'm the new frame.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the show. But I'm very excited for this. This nigga fucked me all up. So, completely threw me off. So, frames are coming along. I'm just waiting for this funding to hit my account. Paying for that. Everything's going through. They should be done before the end of the summer if everything goes according to plan. Once they come in, if everything's good, I'm going to open the pre-orders. As long as I get enough sales to cover production, everything's going to go according to plan. Otherwise, I'll just have 3 frames for myself.
Have you released price point yet? Yeah,
they're going to be $550. So,
okay.
I know it's pricey, but that's the entry price for luxury frames. $400, $500, but I'm an independent brand. I got to pay for the frames. I got to pay for shipping. I got to pay for the taxes. I got to pay to get the boxes developed. I got to pay for cases. I got to pay for a cleaning cloth. All of that covers the cost. So it is.
So blame Trump.
Not even that. Just even before then. No, but yeah, sure, whatever. Nigga, I'm afraid them duties gonna come in and they gonna tear a hole in my ass. So, not looking forward to that. And then I've been copping shit. I finally got my rodeo SBs from Japan. Son, they came in, motherfucking box was swamped. Like, my FedEx driver was like, I don't know what the fuck happened. My truck had a leak in it. So my box, the outside box, completely drenched to the point where like I ripped the box open with just like this. Just box is fucking destroyed. Open it, I'm like, if they fucked up, he my mans, I can file a report. I'll just file a claim, get my money back. Mm-hmm. Shoes are perfect. And I'm like, yeah, fuck. I wish they were a little smushed. I'm like, yo, can you write in the report they got damaged so I can get my money back? Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I also don't want to do nothing underhanded so he get caught up.
In trouble, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, that's my man's. So it was that. And then I am my brother's keeper. Nigga got exclusive access on them unions. As soon as I saw that, I was like, size 13 for this bitch ass nigga.
It's only some joints, like when I seen that, and it's another thing I seen hit the timeline where I'm like, yo, please just size 13, your boy. But yeah, them unions, I get no love on sneakers. I don't get it. I've had an account since 2011.
Yeah, I think mine has been around since like 2008.
I low key want to check, but I'm like, bro, my shit.
Dog, it's crazy. But it's Lene's account that always hits.
Dog. I get no love.
Yeah.
Right,
no, mine is since 05.
Oh, okay. Wait, what?
My Nike account is since 05.
Okay, so it's starting from your Nike account.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. If that's the case,
then yours should
since
be
09. I've been a Nike member since 09.
I don't get it. But Lene's account usually gets exclusive access. Because I remember pretty much everything I got exclusive access on was her account.
It was either mine or hers. Because
Yeah.
I was getting it. I was killing it earlier.
Mine used to get it, but now it's just like, fuck that nigga.
Bruh.
So when I saw that, I was happy. I put in for that size 13 and it didn't instantly give me a got him screen. I'm like, and then I just waited. And then I saw the charge and I'm like, all right, we in business. We good.
I appreciate it.
Hey, nigga, it's the least I could do.
Dog, I ain't struck out on every iteration of Chicago's ever since damn nigga, ever since them shits was mids.
The mid is mid to me.
Whatever. Anyways, let's get to these listener questions. Unless there's anything else you would like to speak on.
No, that's just it. Get your wallets ready. Hats are hatting. Glasses are coming. Once the hats are done, I do have a hoodie that I'm working on. So I'm gonna get on that. And I'm gonna do a hoodie for me, a hoodie for to match the hat. And I got a tee that's coming. It's a tee that I've been working on for a while, and I think the time is right now. So we'll see. But that'll be after everything settles because the jacket should actually be done, they said the 10th. So it should be here. It should be done by next week. So fingers crossed. But let's get into these listener questions.
Dog, having a friend that designs dope clothing is not good for your pockets. I swear to God.
No,
especially when you want to show support. Anyways, don't just slide it to me for free, nigga. I'll pay.
I appreciate you.
You know what I mean? Your son, he gotta, you know what I mean? He needs some new shoes. Actually, he don't.
He don't, but
actually, no. Time out. Before we get into these listener questions. So, I've been perusing the malls as of late. All right? Mm-hmm. Took a couple walks around the malls with, you know what I mean? So, I'm trying to educate. Oh my God. I'm trying to educate on what certain shoes, the 12s. What do you call those 12s? You don't say garbage juice or some dumb shit.
I would call them Carolina Blue 12s because they don't matter to me.
They're mellow 12s.
No. I know that because you told me. Had you not told me, I wouldn't care.
Okay. I went to a Foot Locker, and this is how I just know I'm getting old. Like, I've already found like 3 gray hairs, right? Mm-hmm. Going to a Foot Locker, I'm educating. Yo, these are 12s, but these specifically are mellow 12s. So the person then responds like, nigga, no, I don't know. I don't care. Just being an asshole.
Right.
So I was like, all right, cool. I called one of the Foot Locker employees over. Hey, what do you call these? They were like, oh, these are retro 12s. And I'm like, you don't call them anything specifically? It's like, no. I was like, so you don't call them mellows? She was like, no. These are the mellows, and proceeded to point to some Pumas.
But I saw someone talk about that, like the fact that
nigga, I almost had a stroke.
mellows are now
The Pumas.
That's
the
fucking
LaMelo
hilarious.
Balls.
That is hilarious.
And I was like, oh my God.
But depending on how old you are, you wouldn't know what that is.
Bro, I mean, it definitely came to a point. I felt like Claude and Ray in life, when it's just like you see times changing literally right in front of you. Mm-hmm. That's how I felt in that moment. Like, I remember back in my day. Like, oh my God.
Son, the fact that ASL means as hell now
Yeah.
fucks me up.
That's just American Sign Language. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, nigga. I can't even make old man jokes because nobody will understand it. That's hilarious.
Anyway.
Nah, nigga, you brought up Kazi. Now I'm just thinking about, son, the kids are all right. This nigga is about to graduate first grade, and the kids are already making fun of niggas for shoes. And it's funny because Kazi was like, this kid at my school has fake Jordan 4s. And I'm like, fake Jordan 4s? What are they? He said, yeah, this nigga wearing Andes. And we're like, what is an Andy? Andy. And he said it to Lene. Lene's like, what the hell is that? So then they brought it to me, and I'm like, Andes. I put it in, and I'm like, and ones? Son, the fact that and ones are still around is hilarious to me. But you know how serious sneakers are for kids now? All I could think about is that episode of Atlanta with the FUBU jersey. Nah, son, this shit is hilarious. I love it. Like, but you know, let me say this. Kazi is the sweetest kid in the fucking world. He was like, I want to use some money that I have to buy my friend a pair of shoes. And I'm like, you a real nigga for that. You real as fuck. Kids' parents is kind of rude. So we're like, we don't know how it'll be.
Yeah.
Don't want to do that. It's perceived as like, oh, you poor, so we taking pity on you. We don't know the circumstances. So I'm like, let's talk about it in the future. But I'm like, that's amazing that he's like, I'm not even going to make fun of my friend like that. We're going to correct it. So shout out to the kids. The kids are all right.
All right. That I can rock with.
All right. So let's get to these questions.
Yes, sir. All right. So first question. We have
Guru chilling. This nigga didn't off the page.
No, I lost the tab. My fault.
Okay, I'll read it. Guru chilling. Do you have any favorite what if scenarios pertaining to sneakers? A sample that never dropped or collaboration that never amounted to anything in the public eye?
Favorite one. Yeah. You first.
I think my favorite what if Nike had actually honored the bring back program for Air Force Ones and gave New York, Baltimore, and Philly the shoes of their choice? How bad would that drop have gone if they would have brought back UNO Forces for us? What if they actually fucking did it? That shit would have been crazy. Or, I'm trying to think, what's the shoe that never came out that I really wanted? It's so much sneaker history that I can't think of. Like that I'm having trouble remembering. Because I'm like, what's a shoe that everybody would have been like, this shit would have killed if it would have dropped?
Would have killed if it would have dropped? You mean like a sample pair?
Yeah, like a sample or...
Right now, my favorite what if is what if them fucking what the dunks from IG actually shipped, bastards.
Oh, this
is what the dunk 2s or whatever.
No, they were for the skater.
Oh, what the P-Rods.
P-Rods.
What the P-Rod dunks. Yeah. If that drop would have actually been successful. My favorite what if scenarios pertaining to sneakers, only because I'm not, let me see, a sample that never dropped or a collaboration that never actually amounted to anything in the public eye. I'm not going to say it's my favorite, but one I always think of is that Street Fighter Air Force One. Like those are really good. And also, I'll probably say the original Christmas Hyperposit. It's kind of a deep cut, right?
Okay.
Because Hyperposits are basketball shoes, and they did have a version that released to the general public, but it wasn't the same as the one that the basketball players wore.
Right.
Because the one that dropped didn't have 3M, but the samples did.
Okay.
So it was like one of those things. Like by the time you got it, it wasn't the same. Those and back when just basketball shoes were fire. Like, oh my God, some of the just Nike basketball collections where you got the Black History Month stuff that never released.
What if Black History shoes was actually good? Oh, we living it now.
Yeah. And then it's hard to say, like, Kobe had some stuff that was pretty dope with Jordan when he was a sneaker free agent, but I feel like we got it. It was just, it wasn't produced in mass.
What if we got the Kobe 2 911s? We might actually. Bro. Miles,
you different.
Please. Son, I desperately need those. Desperately. July's coming up. Do the right thing. Nigga.
I always think about what if Steph Curry had stayed with Nike.
His shoes wouldn't be ugly. That's a lie. They be ugly, but they be, at least they wouldn't be fucking Under Armour.
I actually think Steph, he probably had a better sneaker run on Under Armour than he would had he stayed with Nike.
No.
You wildin'.
When Lene was a teacher, she told me a kid was talking shit in some carries one day. And another kid came up to him and was like, all right, so you want to talk shit about shoes? Let's do a rundown of all the shoes I have, and let's talk about your everyday carries. And I was like, that told me everything I needed to know. Them shits is unacceptable.
Yo, we cannot use...
Shoes are not meant for performance unless it's stunting in the classroom. You can't stunt in a pair of carries. They're garbage. They're fucking hideous.
That's a lie.
That's a statement of truth.
No, I know.
What if you didn't lie?
Nigga, shut up. I know a couple pair of Currys that are on my list. Like, they're on my... Yo, if I see them, I'm getting them.
I'm going to get you the help you need one day.
Shut up.
We going to fix you.
It's certain colorways just because they mean something, like just the collaborations. Like the David Ajayi's is a collaboration with an architect. The collaboration with the architect of the National History.
I know the pair you're talking about. We going to get you the help you need.
African American History and Culture.
As a racist nigga?
What?
I'm racist now. I'm racist against ugly shoes. We going to get you the help you need.
I hate you. Sample. Okay, so yeah, I think if Curry has stayed with Nike, I would like to see just at least the models that they would have came with, especially with him sticking with low top, since a lot of his stuff is a low top. Yeah, that's my answer.
All right.
Next question, Carlito0607 Shad. Who do you think the Knicks should hire as the next head coach? I'm leaning towards Johnny Bryant myself, but curious as to what you think the best fit is. Davon, is it time to start saying because Nike is Nike and Nike is the worst since they continue to underwhelm? So Knicks, I know the Suns ended up hiring Ott. So it would, like, I'm pretty sure Bryant is going to be a good candidate. And I know, like, a couple of the teams that he ended up working with, but with the Knicks, I'm not going to hold you. I think they're going to go big. I think they're going to go Steve Nash. They're going to go with Steve Nash because Steve Nash is a point guard. They're going to run a lot of their offense through Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson and Cat can be like Nash and Stoudemire, just that old, what was that, 05, 06 Phoenix offense where they scoring, because that was part of the issue was Jalen Brunson was dribbling the ball way too much. Meanwhile, the Pacers are coming down scoring in like 8 seconds. If the Knicks could tighten up their offense and speed up, which is what Nash pretty much was doing under, what was his name? It wasn't Van Gundy. It was I forget the coach. But Nash already being under like a couple coaches that are just, they can play fast. If the Knicks can play faster like Nash did during his MVP season and have Jalen Brunson at MVP caliber, I think Nash will actually be the guy. You get a big name coach for a big name team in a big market, you can't miss. And it's Nike all around.
I like how you looking at me like I know about any of this. Okay,
you will. Once shit starts clicking, yeah.
All I know is the Knicks lost.
Though they lost it.
And them niggas, there was a few people on Twitter who called me haters. I went back to the tweets where they called me haters and said they were going to win. And I would just...
Anyways, Davon, this is time to start saying because Nike is Nike and Nike is the worst since they continue to underwhelm.
No. Not yet. But I will say this. Nike collaborators are Nike collaborators and Nike collaborators are the worst. This actually leads into a topic that we were going to go into later, but like Vendor Carter and the Air Max Muse and a few other very underwhelming releases that have been coming out. And, you know, you can sit up here and say, well, it's always a mix with everyone, but I feel like we're starting to get into this really not lazy design, but I feel like they're having people collab on shoes that don't make sense. For, let me think of how to put it the proper way. It makes sense for the target demo that they're going for, but we see it on a larger scale. I think we have the problem of too much insight into things that are coming out years later or things that aren't meant for a lot of us. I think about old releases with shops that you never heard of or brands you never heard of that were meant for that brand, like the Air Max 180s with that British label, record label. Mm-hmm. It made sense for why they did those shoes, but I don't think there should have been a sneakers release. I don't think there should have been much talk about it. It should have just went, to them. Those Vendor Carter Air Max Muse, I'm assuming that they're for like fashion girlies that really want like a cool sneaker that they can wear with like oversized pants. It's not meant for me. It's not meant for me to understand. Apron Records. I think they're ugly. I think Nike's getting back into that groove. That last CEO really fucked them over with a lot of bad moves. Because that actually also leads into today. They did it right with the Union Shock drop. Yeah. It was an actual shock drop. It wasn't 15 minutes for shocking news. It was exclusive access, not an exclusive access draw. It was first come, first serve. Mm-hmm. It might have been a Leo. I'm not sure because I didn't get a got him screen immediately, but it's faster than most of us have been because these exclusive access with 2, 3, 4 hour draws and all that other shit, it's dumb. Nike's moving back into the move fast and break hearts kind of movement. I'm seeing a lot more L's and people being upset on the timeline, but then also they're doing GRs the right way where everybody's hitting on the GRs, so people are now giving them away. And whoa, white cement 4s aren't that great. I don't know. I don't care. I don't like the shoe. But the fact that everybody got white cement 4s that wanted them tells me Nike's listening and they're making allotments for shoes that make sense. White cement 4s? Yeah. White cement 4s, that makes sense. Jordan 17s, that does not make sense. You know I'm right. Like, not even trying to be funny. The Jordan 17 shouldn't even come in a size under 10. Just straight up. You know who these are for.
Only because, I mean, like, I already see a couple women sneakerheads flipping the shit out of 17. So,
I guess. But I'm just saying.
And it's a cute shoe. It's a cute shoe.
It is. But you got to make the right amount for the right community. Heavy stock for the big sizes. Little stock for the human sizes. But it's just a small release in general. Doing it at stores and all these other places. We need to get back to the feeling because I don't like that people think limited edition sneakers are supposed to be accessible. Like, I forgot who I was talking about with it. Actually, it was my VIP rep. And he was like, yeah, I hate what's happening with shoes. When we were growing up, it was a secret society. Like, you know about Gente? Yeah, nigga, I know about Gente. You know what a Hyperstrike is? Yes, nigga. All right, you in the club. I should not be sitting up here. Yeah, my mom went into the store and got me. No, nigga. It should be, if you know, you know. Fuck all this accessible shit. Fuck all this. Nah, we taking care of the niggas that always supported us. Mm-hmm. If you get here, you get here. All that other shit. Nike's putting that energy back into making shoes limited. It's making niggas scared again. They're moving in the proper way. I think Nike is getting on the right path. I'll give them a better grade for this year than a lot of other years because of bad stock placement and releases.
Okay.
So I think they're doing great. And speaking of that, shout out to my nigga Corey from Circulate. He is out here. He did a Friends and Family t-shirt with them. Corey, if you have any more, please, I'll give you my address. You have my address. But he did a t-shirt with them for the Air Max 95s. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, screw the friendship. I love seeing that someone like Corey is getting a shot to work with Nike, even if it's just on apparel, because I'm tired of seeing the same collaborators. I think Undefeated is dope. I don't need another Undefeated shoe that references a shoe that I had when I was 18. I'd rather see new, interesting brands. And Nike's starting to do that. Adidas has been doing it well, and Nike's starting to move with those people. I like going on to sneakers or a website and seeing a brand name that I've never heard next to Nike. So this is a long way to say we not there yet, but I'm very happy that Nike is going into the wave of helping people. Working with brands that are interesting in, they're making less stock, less releases. Now, hopefully they can cut down on releases in general, because every fucking week we're seeing a new goddamn release, and people are tired and their wallets ain't built for that no more.
Nigga, especially mine. Shit.
Yeah, I have not, I think the rodeos are the only person I bought this year. Even if I wasn't focused on brand building, it's just too much shit happening at once.
Dog.
I was about to say, but if you wanted to add something, because I've been rambling.
No. I think you touched all bases. And plus, that question was only towards you. I answered my basketball question. Prize picks, DraftKings, FanDuel. Holla at your boy. Need sponsorships. Okay, we have a spot right up on that top corner right here. Just go ahead and put your logo.
You know what? Actually, I didn't even complain. If you dumb enough to gamble, hey,
I will get my parlays. Don't be hitting, but I also be trying to hit for like let me turn this dollar into like 50,000.
I saw a video where a nigga turned $5 and there's 72,000 on a parlay, and I was like, this nigga Shard would never stop talking if he pulled that off.
If I pulled that off, you got to think of what's on that ticket. You either got to guess the game correctly, or if you betting on the Knicks, you somehow, your parlay had Patrick Ewing coming back out of retirement and scoring 5 points, and that nigga actually hit.
Gambling stupid.
Anyways.
But I gamble every day with stupid shit, so
Anyways, so last question from Michael. I don't know if there's enough talk for the pod, but so many people were crying about bots for the Vandy, the pink drop. Seems like they just released them all during exclusive access on accident and wound up canceling some legit orders and trying to fix it all.
All right, so I can actually take that one. So, Vandy the Pink. Vandy the Pink.
Take it, Davon.
Shut up. Vandy the Pink has a stupid fucking website. They're on Wix. I don't know why they use Wix. I've had a Wix site. It is not built for big drops. It doesn't have the infrastructure on the back end. It's just not that good. From what I gather, they sent out a password, but with the password, you get access to a secret, like a locked part of their website, and it doesn't prevent people from what's the word I'm looking for? Being able to check out if they're not on the whitelist. Excuse me. So a bunch of Discord people got the password, logged in, checked out, and fucked up the drop. That's why I went from 11 for EA, 12 for general access to 1 p.m. for general access, because they canceled orders for people who weren't on the list for the email. Now, I didn't know that they did fuck up some legitimate orders, but they still had stock once the drop happened at 1. The problem was, unless you were on there as soon as stock loaded, the site crashed, checkout broke, everything was fucked up. Shopify has gotten a lot better. You got to do something else. There's actually, well, you need Shopify for it, but there is a program I work with called Atelier where they set up secret websites and stuff where you can only access it with an email whitelist. You got to use all kinds of different tricks if you're going to do exclusive access in 2025. Because if you just set up a password with no whitelist, no way to prevent people from accessing the site and checking out, you're going to fuck up the experience for your customers. You're going to oversell the allotment for early access because people who aren't supposed to be there. So it's not even bots for Wix. Like, I wish people would grow the fuck up and stop saying, "Oh, bots did it." No, my nigga. Websites are not meant to be accessed by 50,000 people all at once trying to do the same command. It's essentially it's an infrastructure issue. And Vanity the Pink makes too much money to still be using an outdated Wix website. At this point, he should be paying for a custom website or using some better platform to help his customers, because it's just a shitty experience to go through something like that. So it just really comes down to bad preparation. Most of the times, bad drops are the store's fault. I'm not going to blame resellers for going for a shoe that's worth money because you don't know how to fucking properly handle a release. Niggas is too old to be having e-commerce issues. So that's all there is to it.
Random question. Do you like the Rare Air 4s?
No, I don't. I think they're stupid.
So I know you don't like the 3s.
No, I don't particularly care for the 3s either.
That's great because the 3s smoke the shit out of the 4s.
The 3s are much better than the 4s. I don't like the colors. It should hit, but something about that color blocking just doesn't. And the only thing I like about the 4s is the gimmick of
the ripoff.
Will it have
the
gold? And I can't wait for the have and have nots conversation to come up with niggas being upset that they didn't get the gold pair, because it's so fucking stupid.
All you could do is just go and paint it.
I feel like that's gonna happen. Unless they have different SKUs, people are gonna get finessed for these. Some sicko is gonna buy a bunch of pairs and gold them and put them shits on eBay. God bless.
He's gonna get hit with the Vic Almighties.
God bless.
All right. So let's just go into our docket. First thing that we have on here, every now and then times, the New Balance Fresh Foam that was recently seen on Joe Freshgood's feet.
Yeah, shout out Joe. I'm not really a clog person, but my Nike SB slides are falling apart. I've had these shits for like 6 years. So I'm like, I don't really like green. I don't really wear Crocs, but this would be something nice to have in a house. And if they're as cozy as people claim, like I've always said Crocs and other stuff are, this might make life easier for me when I'm just in the house cleaning around. And it's a good shade of green for what I'm seeing in the pictures. So I'm excited to have some ugly clogs. I mean, that's what Crocs are. All of the slides are ugly, but if it's comfortable, I can finally admit I'm getting old.
Okay, so me personally, if we talking about a standard pair of Crocs, I can't stand Crocs.
Nor can
Can't stand them. However, I've always been a fan of a shoe that you could just put, like, you could just slide your feet in, like, what was it? Those Nike slippers that I had.
Clog posits?
No, not that. No, I had no clog posits.
You're not a real man.
The sandal joints that I had.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
The
I don't know the model.
Eskimo joints.
Yeah.
So those are cool, but the fit was kind of weird. Like the sole was too bulky, and so you couldn't really get your feet all the way in unless you took the sole out. So there was those. I am a fan of Salehi's. If we talking about Crocs, I'm a fan of everything that Salehi puts out, and I like the Echo Crocs.
Right.
Which is like the other style. It's cool. It's a lot more tolerable than the regular Croc. The Fresh Foams, at first, I was like, eh. But if you know me, you know I love the color green. It's my favorite color. Then I'm looking at the grip on the bottom of it. And if they're not too hard to put on, I'm riding.
Yeah,
I'm riding.
I mean, that's always the question, because when it's a closed back, you're always worried. But it's interesting. It's a different direction. I know this isn't technically a Joe Freshgood shoe, but it's interesting. I reached out like, yo, can I get an invoice? His team said they'll take, like, I believe they're going to take care of me so I can do a review. I'll try to be unbiased because, like, yeah, that's the homie, but if it's not hitting, it's not hitting. I'm trying something different in my old age. Because this, like, last weekend, me and Lene went to a emo concert where they played a whole bunch of old songs when we were younger. Had a blast. I got the mosh. I was very happy. The next day, my feet fucking hurt. So that's why I'm like, this is perfect timing. In any other circumstance, I'm like, nah, nigga, get these the fuck out of here. I don't need to be cozy. Now, my age starting to feel. I feel it in my feet. So
yeah, at this point, I just hope like these are true to fit. Like if they're 13, then they're 13. I know with Crocs, I got to size down to a 12.
Okay, I was told that they fit like Crocs. So
yeah, my size down. I mean, but I would just try them out.
Yeah, I'm going to get like a size 11 because there's no half sizes. It's just straight boom, boom, booms. So I'm going with an 11 rather than a 10, especially since it's a closed back. I don't know how to fit. Ideally, it'll be good, but
do you wear socks with them?
I don't know. I'm gonna see. I might. Ugh. I might, just because, nigga, I'm not trying to have to wash these shits because my feet stink.
That's the beauty of them, nigga. You could hit them shits with a hose.
Maybe. You know what? The ultimate test, when we do our yearly beach trip, I'm taking these shits.
Yeah.
So yeah. These are gonna be my dad's shoes. So
smart move.
We'll see. Hey Joe, if you listen, I need a pink pair.
Hey, 13 me in the size green.
Size green?
That too.
Shut the fuck up. Nah, if you want, I ask. Like, let's see if we can get you.
I mean, I ain't tripping. Either one.
All right, so
I still gotta get some stuff off his site. Anyways, next thing on the docket: soft yellow Kobe Air Force One. First off, shout out to Vanessa Bryant for y'all need to leave that lady alone, no matter what the situation is. Y'all niggas is wrong.
Niggas,
and not
being
y'all
weird.
Like listening to the show, because I know that we don't have those.
Nah, our listeners would never do anything like
but
that.
But even if she was, if y'all leave that lady alone.
You know what'd be crazy? Niggas really be going up for people that they don't know. Because, like, I saw a bunch of stuff, like, was it Juice WRLD? Some rapper's baby mother who died, and niggas like, oh, she destroyed his legacy. I'm gonna be real for you, my nigga. You don't know these people. You need to grow the fuck up. God forbid if I died, if somebody was like, this nigga Lene stopped wearing nice glasses, she destroying this nigga's legacy. Get the fuck out of here. Anything beyond something that deals with commerce, leave them the fuck alone. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but anyhow. The Kobe estate through Nike has been they finally starting to go crazy. I think they are really starting to hit their stride as far as like I appreciate them, you know, going to do the Kobe 6 in the Statue of Liberty colorway via Jalen Brunson. Fire. You bugging.
Nigga, fuck out of here. Them shit's ugly.
Shut up. But now they starting to get into their bag with Air Force Ones, and not just regular Air Force Ones, but Pro Trail Air Force Ones with the React sole.
Nigga, these soft yellows.
That's the sound you make.
Oh, that's the sound I make when I put them shits on. Nigga. So I was looking at all the little changes and additions they did to them. The 8 on the back I can live without.
Yeah.
But that big ass insole, I had never seen how big Kobe insoles were until you took them out of
the Kobe's.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. So that and a pair of Air Forces, I'm sold on that alone.
Yeah.
That soft yellow is gorgeous. They used the perfect purple, but they flipped the sole, the outsole of the Air Force One. So the little circular joints is now snake. And they replaced it with the Kobe T-cell logo instead of stars. Like, I love little stupid additions like that. Replacing the Nike Air on the side with his signature. The only thing is those dumbass laces. I don't know they're for his. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna throw them ugly ass laces out. I'm gonna put some good Christian laces in them. Magnifique.
It's not these that have my attention, but that purple pair. I don't know if it's leather or suede or snakeskin.
Are you talking about the ones that's all snakeskin?
The all purple ones are dumb. Like that's the one.
I know what you're talking about. These?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, these are ass.
What?
They make me think of like a cheap bodysuit. I don't like them. I can understand how someone else will like them. I'm not going to say they're bad.
Bitch.
No. Let me finish. It's a personal, I don't like them rather than these are just bad. They don't hit for me. But I think it's a great shade of purple. It's one of those shoes where I need to see it in person because this effect could look decent in camera and then disgusting in person, or it could look really fucking good in person. I want to reserve harsher judgments until I actually see them because I don't know what the fuck this material is.
Need suede snakeskin, man.
Yeah, they don't speak to me. But if you like them,
that's fair. I like them. Like, I'm a fan of all purple shoes. Like, I love the all purple LeBron, all purple Air Zoom Generations. All right. So I'm a fan of those. Yeah, I don't really care for the white ones.
The white ones are weird.
Like, they're cool, but
you know what, they remind me of a pair of the HTM Air Forces.
Patent leather joints.
Yeah, or the HTMs came in different colors. My issue with these, I don't like when a white shoe is a different color than the white midsole. It looks like the sole got fucked up. And also, I don't know what the fuck the effect is. Because if this is white suede,
no, they're triple whites. No, it's snakeskin. I think like it's so subtle, it just looks like a white on white,
which I don't have a problem with. I kind of like it. I kind of like when you do something like that, where it's like upon closer inspection, oh, it's a hidden detail. But I just don't like these. I don't like either one of those two. The soft yellows, that speaks to me. Everything else, we'll see how it goes. Again, reserving harsher judgments until better pictures come out or I get them in hand.
Well, I prefer the purple ones over the soft yellows, but I see what you're doing.
We'll see. Hopefully, I can get my hands on all three. So I can tax you Kobe fans.
Oh my God. You wild.
Nigga, I'm here to make money. These glasses ain't cheap.
I feel you. I understand too. And we'll be supporting. So next on the docket, got Jordan 5s, man. The grapes are coming back out. And apparently the leather on those pairs is supreme. Now, how has this leather been verified to be better quality leather?
The homie Jordan Kaja was rambling about how great it was. And I was like, nigga, you didn't open the floodgates. Jarlisa, also friend of the show, apparently said they're really fucking good. I just put this on here because I'm like, that shit is funny to me that we're getting back in the leather wars just before the shattered backboards return. So we're about to see niggas.
Because the shattered backboards were already like... Everyone was like, yo, that's the last of like great quality leather for a Jordan 1, if I remember correctly.
I mean, everybody claims it. I've seen shattered backboards twice. I don't care. As long as it's not as bad as top 3 ones, I really can't tell the difference.
I mean... My entry point back in the 5s, I was really hoping it was going to be metallic 5s, but I think that shit is done, right? I'm cooked.
They suck.
Great 5s. It's like one of those things that I understand the significance of great 5s in the history of Jordans. It's a significant colorway. But it's like one of those things like, if I can wing it, I'll do it. Like, it's so much more coming out. Like, I'm like Ferrari 14s have my attention way more than Great 5s.
Ugh.
You wildin'. 14s is like one of the first Jordans I bought with my own money, other than Space Jams.
I mean, I get it. They suck, but I get it.
But I am intrigued though to see. Okay, well, cool. If we doing all this, if we got to tax more tariffs, and we're releasing lower quantities, the least you could do is up the quality.
I mean, that's what I'm hoping for. But again, somebody said it. You know they're gonna fuck around. It's gonna be some great pairs, and then the rest gonna be terrible. I just think it's funny that we get these standards. Sometimes the level on a shoe is so bad, it really stands out. Or in some cases, the build, like after what you said about the white cement 3s, I started noticing like, yeah, my pair really ain't that all that great.
Yeah, the OG joints, yeah.
I don't know. I'm just tired of getting into the weeds of shit with shoes. I think I really got exhausted with the 85s because everybody swore them shits was the greatest thing ever. And then after seeing them and people wearing them,
shits look horrible on feet.
They look ass. And I do not trust most people's opinions. The amount of people who have coped and lied with paying $250 for hard leather ass ugly fucking ones is insane to me. Like, we got to stop lying as a community.
I've been saying it. I was like, bro, these are the same joints that, like, this was strike 1 for Jordan. Strike 2 with them 2s. If them 3s wasn't a hit, that nigga was gone.
Yeah.
He ain't just drop the 2s and say, oh, well, I'm out. I'm leaving to go to Adidas. No, them ones, that nigga busted the shit out of his toe.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, dog, I don't understand why people need this. They need to be like the originals. Depending on how old you are, stop saying that.
Put that React insole in some ones.
Yeah. I don't need ones because when I look at most of the originals, like original 3s look like pointy elf boots. It's fucking weird seeing the original shape. And it's like, I literally was not alive to see original 3s. Most of the people around that we talked to weren't even conscious enough to know what the fuck a Jordan was, let alone his shoe. This demand for the past and funny, oh, Mr. I need original everything. Yeah, I'll get the original. I don't need this because you're literally going to grow up liking the version that you knew. What?
Nah, just thinking like 3s came out 88, right?
Right.
Do you know you were doing the 88? I think I was outrunning millions of siblings.
Pretty much.
Beat y'all bitches.
Nigga.
I made it to Earth.
Hey, y'all niggas, damn, that's crazy. Y'all niggas got secreted out. But it just be crazy seeing niggas our age like, yeah, man, they don't have the original shape. Really, nigga? For some ones? And dog, grow up. $250 for a pair of fucking breads.
Y'all don't want the originals like y'all really think y'all want the originals, right? In this case in point, y'all love Sheed Air Force Ones.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't get the forces that Sheed plays in. Mm-hmm. If you tried to play in the ones that you get,
nigga, your feet gonna fall off. It's like playing the cinder blocks. Now, I'm old enough to say that I prefer the pre-07 Air Force One. Mm-hmm. But my son couldn't say something like that because he'd only have reference of the ones that I have, but he'd never wear them because all my air units are cooked. Mm-hmm. I just think it's crazy that niggas regurgitating the opinions of other people without experiencing the thing that they're crying about. I can't sit up here and say like, yo, Gazelle was better in the 80s. Because, I have the Gazelles from the 80s, but I wasn't alive to wear them. I can tell the difference between the new and the old, but the old is still wearable. You can't wear a pair of fucking 94 3s. I had a pair in 2008. Them shits went poof when I opened the box. Now, them shits, you gonna get lung cancer playing with those. It's just, yeah, dog, y'all niggas gotta grow the fuck up. The only people I would listen to saying it should be more like the original shape.
Russ Bengston.
I don't know who that is.
The writer for he's a writer.
Okay.
And he is a sneaker historian.
Yeah, someone like that, a nigga who collected the joints back in the day and missed the unloved ones. And for him to be like, dog, there is no original Jordan 1 shape. There was 5 different fucking factories. Cool. We got to get out of this mythical, it was best originally. Because if it was so great, they would have never changed it.
Anyways, I don't know, but I'll see. I might just get a pair because I love the leather on the white cement 4s. I wear my pair like crazy because they're comfortable, and the leather don't really seem to be an issue with me. I know it was like a hot topic a week or two ago, but to me, it's the experience of wearing them, especially such a like heavily coveted shoe. I'm like, yeah, I could understand if people double up on these.
I don't care. I mean, white cements have never hit for me.
It's me not being even a fan of 4s. Those, especially for them to be like one of my favorites, especially of this year. Yeah, I fuck with them.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't speak to it because I don't care. Great 5s never interest me. I don't care. It's going to be funny seeing how they come out. I hope there's realistic metallic 5s and everybody's upset. Glasses ain't cheap, y'all. I'm taxing.
That's fair. So next release,
the Patta Wave Air Max 90s. I'm of two minds with this. One, that cyber pair in the tracksuits that they making has my attention. I may be able to get early access to them. I'm interested. But at the same time, I feel like the wave concept was killed on the Air Max 1. Mm-hmm. It's not nearly as strong on the 90. I don't think it's a good look. I feel like people are tired of this. I wish Patta would have done something more extreme or came up with a different concept. Because I feel like the blue colorway or whatever it's called. The Persian blue, I feel like that's a very weak colorway.
Oh, well, it says sapphire, but I know it draws inspiration from the Persian blue colorway.
I don't like that at all. I wish they would have went with something else.
I feel like my fault.
No, you good. You good. Go
ahead. Yeah, BW.
I wish they would have done a BW. An Air Max BW with a wave on it would have been crazy. And you never see you rarely see BWs.
Okay. I feel like, first of all, I think they should have did it on I feel like they should have did it on a 93. I think it would have. So the thing is, right, with the 90, they should have. So with the 93, it should have been, that panel should be more accentuated, and it should have damn near wrapped around the shit, right? Who you consider that, the mud guard?
Yeah, I would say that's the mud guard.
So yeah, a more accentuated mud guard on a 93 could have better, or just warp it. Almost like funny enough. Is it Mischief?
Mm-hmm. With their wavy Vans? Yeah.
Yeah, I would have probably did something that probably would have been closer to that. With the 90, the waves that they have, it just makes it look like a takedown.
Yeah, it's very weak.
It doesn't really speak to the same waves, the same waves pattern from the previous model, the Air Max 1. So, yeah, like the apparel's cool. Patta's never gonna miss on apparel.
Yeah.
But as far as them doing the 90, and on top of that, to be quite honest, the 90 don't really hit like that as is.
90s are weird. It's good, but it's never been a favorite of mine.
Yeah, like if you stack a 95, a 90, a 1, and 93, like the 90 is gonna fall at the bottom.
Yeah.
Unless it's an infrared. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what they should have. They probably would have been better off launching an infrared color.
Yeah, but I also think about it like this. It is a very Patta type shoe. It speaks to them. It makes sense for them. I just hope that they don't overproduce these.
Oh, these is going to the outlets for sure.
Yeah, I feel like these should be limited to like 5,000 worldwide. If even that many. They're just
These shit's gonna be like the Huffs.
Yeah, the Huffs. I appreciated the Huffs, but they were those should have been a very limited release.
These look like Huffs. Like if you took Pata, you put Huff on there. It's like this don't really speak to Pata in what they usually do.
No, I think it fits Pata. Pata just. I know you like we have an expectation for what they've done, but I feel like Pata goes against conventions. I just don't like this Wave series. I feel like they didn't go far enough with the Wave on the Air Max 1, and they damn sure didn't do it on the 90s. And it's just like this. Just I hope they don't do like another series of like 5 or 6 colors.
God no.
Yeah, we got to get back to 1 and done, maybe 2, no more than 3, and it all needs to drop at the same time. I don't like how people are spacing drops out month after month after month. Wham bam, thank you, man. Get that shit, get in and get out, because
you know what? Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna go out on a crazier limb. All right, because the 90s a staple. The Air Max 90s a staple, right? 95's staple. Why aren't they doing something with the DN, with the DN8, with something with the Pegasus? Because those are the models. If you want to ingrain those in culture,
maybe they
do
don't
you
like
want to
them.
do a collab? I would think a collab would benefit something newer.
I guess, but I also think about it like this. If Nike approached me like, yo, we want to work with you. We want you to do something on the DN8. In the immortal words of Jerry Lorenzo, I respect myself enough to deny a chance that I don't think I could utilize to its fullest. There is no fucking value in a DN8. I don't think it's good. But I agree. I get what you're saying. I think a Pegasus would have made more sense, but I don't feel like it fits Pata's style. They are the Air Max guys. You know them for the 90s, the Air Max 1s. It makes sense that they stay in their wheelhouse. I still think they could have went with a BW. But if you're going to stick with the 90, it should have been a Wave all over. It's too subtle. And I think that goes back to what I was saying about like with the Vindicatas and stuff. We need to go to the extreme. Nike collector shoes have been popping for over like 20 years, 20 plus years at this point. You know you got to keep going extreme. You got to give the Fiend something, a new high. If it's too regular, I'm not about to break my back for these. And with shoes going on sale regularly, yeah, you know what? I catch those Patas 6 months from now when they like $85.
You know what? They should have went with this. Pata should have went with an Air Max Burst.
Ew. No, them shits is ass.
Wait, no. Well, no, not an Air Max Burst. It's something else. It's
Stop showing me those.
Shut up. But it's where is it?
This nigga making up shoes.
No, shut up. Whatever. When I think of it, I'll put it up. I'll probably end up editing this video because now I got a little bit more time since this is a nigga resigning and whatnot. I ain't doing no work.
This nigga unemployed. I respect it.
Shut up. I still got more jobs, nigga.
Not me.
Whatever. But yeah, shout out to them doing apparel though. Pata, keep on doing apparel. Don't stop. And I hope you have another Stussy Pata drop along with this Nike drop.
Yeah, that would be hard. They team up and make some fucking bangers.
That is needed in the streets. But as far as them Air Maxes, yeah, man.
All right. This is a quick one. The Kith Superman collection is doo-doo. The fact that tweet went as viral as it did and got strong reactions and made people upset, I'm proud of myself for that one. But them shits is ass.
Ha!
The
Bitch.
Huarache.
Yes. The Nike Air Huarache Light Burst.
Yeah, those is ass.
Bro, I will chop you in your throat.
I don't need a throat because I don't want to see shit like this existing.
An Air Max and a Huarache together?
I hear you. Ass. It's like putting two butts together on the same toilet and shitting at once. Ass.
You had me at putting two butts together because,
Ass to ass.
Yeah.
Okay. Before this nigga started. But I'm just glad that I can make a joke about Kif and stir the pot. Apparently niggas were seeing it off Twitter and other places and getting very upset about it. Because, I don't know if you saw the tweet, Mr. Mystery Man. I took Millhouse's dad, put a Superman Kif joint on his beater and put a Kif BOGO on his bed. And I'm like, this is how niggas over the age of 27 look wearing this shit. And it's so funny. A few niggas was like, well, let people enjoy stuff, or we don't give a fuck about your opinion. And I'm sitting there like, if you didn't give a fuck about my opinion, why'd you quote retweet it to say that? Yeah. But all the people who gave me negative opinions literally dressed exactly how I said it. It was one fat nigga whose profile picture was him at Disneyland with a Marvel shirt on. He collected Funko Pops. A lot of them collected Funko Pops. And all of them wore Marvel t-shirts in every picture they had. And I'm like, I'm not going to put you on the Summer Jam screen, but thank you for coming to my TED Talk and helping me prove my point. Let me put this stance out here. I don't hate nostalgia. I don't hate fun. I don't think it's anything wrong with liking Legos. It's fucking stupid. Liking superheroes. Liking Funko Pops. I'm a weird nigga who sits up here and watches 90s anime, listens to weird, obscure one of my favorite rappers is Charles Hamilton. Don't fucking let the guy who likes Charles Hamilton make you feel bad about yourself. But I need niggas to be more critical. If you can get the exact same t-shirt at Walmart without a Kif logo on it, you did not spend your money well. And you can sit up here and argue the blank is better. Yeah, you say the same thing with high fashion. That's why I didn't like Balenciaga or Vetements. If I can get the same feeling without the price tag or the oversized shape, it's not worth it. Y'all got finessed. Actually, you didn't get finessed. Ronnie is smart. Shout out to my man St. John, friend of the show. He said it best. This is their hero products. You got the single dads out here spending $70, $80 on some bullshit that keeps the lights on. And then they have Kif and Kin and other in-house products that are great. I respect Ronnie as a businessman. I just wish that he'd stop doing these licensed collaborations where you can't change the art or integrate it well. Because the Kif BOGO with the crystal, the kryptonite, that shit is hard. It's a few of the the licensed joints that they did that were good. But also, I'm tired of him using the same base for jackets. I'm tired of them just slapping Kif on fucking old images, not even integrating it well. It's just the Kif Superman joint with the blue, that's hard. But the Action Comics, you just took an image that's older than me.
It just makes it so I think how it comes across is when we see it, it just comes across as lazy.
It is lazy.
We don't, but if you can't change it, that's a different conversation.
Then why do it?
It might be, we got a deal where we can license so many pictures. Now we're just picking from whatever they offer and say, all right, we got to make a t-shirt from this.
No, I get that. But see, here's the problem. If it was 1990 and, there's the Renaissance and these are images that people haven't seen before, it's cool. But when you license stuff that's already been licensed or is currently licensed, it doesn't make sense to get your product for $70 versus the $20 it would cost me at Target.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
I just feel like Ronnie and his team are smart enough to take things and make them more interesting. I hate the jacket, but
I ain't gonna hold you. That jacket hard as shit.
That jacket is ass. You know the biggest problem? I don't like Superman. But are you talking about this jacket or the other one?
Shit, the other ones.
This one?
The black one?
That shit is ass. Why the fuck is Kif on the front of the jacket instead of the Superman logo?
Fair point.
That's fucking stupid.
But this jacket here is hard.
No, that jacket is hard.
One is hard.
The lightning one is hard. The problem is they did the same thing with Batman.
Yeah.
They keep recycling the same design concepts. Great execution. I've seen it before. But no, that Kith jacket. Do you not understand how hard it is to imagine some wild, like a promotional picture with a nigga zipping up the S together? Instead, you got fucking Kith on the front. She's not gonna fuck you because you're wearing Kith. He will fuck you because you're wearing Kith, but she not gonna fuck you.
You talking about this shit?
Yeah, it's a good integration of the logos. That hoodie's ass. That hoodie's okay. That hat is ass. That hat is ass. That hat is ass. That clock is cool, but then I got the fucking Kith. But that jacket's awful. There's no reason that the Superman logo should be on that
It's
back.
a subpar collaboration. Subpar. I think we can all agree with that.
I just wish more people would be critical instead of being fucking fans of brands and be like, yeah, they delivered the mid. But so many people, well, Kith blank tees are great. We didn't say that the quality wasn't bad. I just said that this graphic is shit. We gotta, like, this age of glazing has to stop. Ronnie's not gonna fuck you. Another nigga who will enjoy Kith will probably fuck you in the lineup. But Ronnie's not gonna fuck you. Nah, dog. The way niggas be defending Kith and other brands, let it go. If when my brand grows, if niggas out here defending me like they do with Kith, I'm gonna slide them a few dollars. Like, thank you for being one of my strongest warriors. But I'm also like, stop, because you make the brand look stupid when you're fighting with people over it. If you like it, cool. You don't follow a nigga and you see him tweet about Kith. Why you let that ruin your day? That's the thing that be getting me. Like, son, niggas be popping up the woodworks because it was some lame ass old nigga who came up. He was like, I miss when men didn't judge other men for what they wore. We only cared about what the females wore. As soon as I saw a female, I'm like, this an old whack nigga. I clicked this page. That nigga is old. And I just looked wearing and dressed. That nigga had countless tweets of judging niggas' outfits. So I hit him with the dish you and he was like, all right, you got me, my nigga. Like, don't. You could have enjoyed your day. Why you come to my page? Just take the joke. You look in the mirror. Damn, he described me. He right. I'm going to do better. And then do better. I'm out here giving Thug Motivation 101. I'm the Jeezy of not dressing badly. Nigga, we don't go crazy over here. And you sitting up here, you 46 wearing a fucking Kith tee. Grow up. All right,
last thing. The first of a few Lego Nike drops has appeared. That Air Max DN, granted it's a kid's shoe, but the all yellow Air Max DN does not hit for me.
Doo-doo fart.
The dunk. The dunk is a patent leather white dunk with black trim.
Doo-doo fart.
I don't think it's bad. I honestly don't think it's bad. But the thing is, it doesn't look like a Lego. It's like if we converted something into a comic book, that doesn't scream Lego.
This is not
me.
Lego. This is a vector. This is comic book, like that one artist.
Yeah, I mean, so that's my issue with it. Like, I guess they bringing back One Piece dunks.
I mean, why isn't it yellow?
I'm not mad at it not being yellow. It's just, it doesn't, it's almost like if the dunk was the Lego piece.
Why isn't it yellow?
If I hate yellow being the standard color for yellow. If anything, it should look more like the logo, which is red. Right?
Yeah.
And have Lego on the side instead of on the tongue. And it should have a brick head on the tongue. Or swap. But just to make a one piece dunk.
Yeah, the tongue should have been a brick head. It just, when I think Lego, I think yellow or red, like you said. Maybe it's inspired by the white and black of the letters. I don't know, but if I showed this to someone and didn't tell them it was Lego and covered up the tongue, you wouldn't get it.
It's just under one. Like, so I'm not mad. It's so uninspiring. Like,
so now my question becomes: is it actually uninspired, or I feel like we got fucked over by AI renderings and people making what they think they should do? Because I feel like a lot of those concept shoes show you what it could be if niggas went all the way crazy, versus we get this after months of anticipation and it's just like, it's a dunk.
They let you know, hey man, this is for kids. We trying to introduce a new generation of sneakerheads to, to Nike. Right? So we trying to appeal to that. But I would think you would damn near lean into what you put in the Fortnite.
They would have been better doing that. These are dookie. These are
the Dunk Lego set. I'm not mad at, but I just hope that there's a lot more to whatever it is that they put out. Will I be getting it? Yes. I'm not the biggest fan of the DUNK and how it's like blocky. I think they should have just did better on the actual display.
This looks like shit.
Relax.
This looks like shit.
Relax. And I think they should have went with a different colorway. I don't think it hits as much as it should.
No. The biggest problem is it's Nike, so you expect something fantastic. I'm not a degenerate that plays with Legos, but if I was, I wouldn't spend money on this. I wouldn't buy the shoes either. I don't feel like anyone's truly gotten Lego shoes right.
I think Adidas got it right. I think Adidas got it right as far as them putting out a set. I think what missed was it being a superstar. I think the superstar had fallen from relevance so far. It's like,
it's the same problem as,
why do I care to celebrate it?
I don't feel like either shoe really works well in a Lego format. I don't think that, I don't know. Some of the kids Adidas are
the ZXs definitely had potential.
Yeah, I just feel like it's hard to put a concept like this into the real world and make it a wearable, because the problem with Lego shoes, it doesn't really look like the shoe. Whereas though, like the set you've shown me, like the Mario ones and all the others, it kind of lends itself to the world of it. But with this, I don't know. I don't think people should do it. Like now, the kid superstars, this is better than the adult.
Yeah.
But as a whole, I don't think it translates well. I think you should just stop collaborating with Lego.
No, I think they need to. I don't know whoever's running point for Lego. I think for the Lego sets, they have someone at Lego thinking it up when it shouldn't be that. It should be someone with Nike that is well versed in Legos, and you need to take your time with it, because Lego is gonna be like, all right, well, kids have panda dunks, so we're just gonna make a dunk.
A Jumpman Lego set, I think, would hit better.
Yeah, everyone's been saying that. Why don't you just go ahead reverse engineer Michael Jordan's photo shoot?
That or a big ass swoosh. I feel like symbols work better than a shoe.
Yeah,
because the shoe is too.
Well, yeah, that's smooth. The thing where you create classic moments. Now you started. Now you're reintroducing lore.
Yeah,
right. When you talk about classic moments and retconning things, when you talk about I think they need to celebrate certain moments versus certain models. Me having a model is like, that's kind of cool, but it's gonna fall flat if I can't replicate it with a different colorway, or if the model just isn't important to me. Again, the dunk is very important, but are dunk highs really revered like that?
No,
it's the dunk low. And
I think something else that kind of hurts them is the fact that we've seen better Lego-esque shoes rendered by what is it called? Bear Brick.
Yeah.
I'd rather the Air Max 90, the Air Max 1 Bear Brick with the Tech Fleece. It's cooler. It looks better versus this fake ass dunk This fuck ass dunk.
All right, don't do too much. The set is for kids.
I mean, I get it, but it's just like,
I still wouldn't mind if they swung me up here.
I mean, more power to you. I just feel like it's too little too late, and I don't think it's really that interesting. Because this makes more sense. If I'm going to get a toy Nike, a bear brick lends itself much better to it.
Like I said, man, I think they just need to figure out what it is that they're trying to get across. What's going to be the point? Clearly, it's if you're introducing Nikes into Fortnite, you're trying to build a consumer base, right? These young kids now they want these super duper hype models in real life because their avatar has it.
Yeah, I mean, you said this years ago. You were wrong about the metaverse, but you were right about Fortnite because Kazi wants the shoes that I have or he has in Fortnite. And him and his friends talk about what Jordans and Air Forces and all that other stuff they have in Fortnite. I do not think they're going to give a fuck about a Nike Lego dunk.
Right.
So, again, I get the idea. Too little, too late. I'd much rather have, if I was 7, I'd much rather have a virtual Jordan 4 than like
a Lego set.
Yeah. Do kids even give a fuck about dunk highs? They don't even make
That's what I'm
dunk
saying.
highs in most kids' sizes.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, the dunk high isn't even a revered model. So now who are you, like, are you trying to go back and say, you guys should like the dunk high?
Plus, it's a shit color.
Yeah, it's what you call it? Not a UNLV. It's
Be true.
Kentucky.
Be true.
Yeah, Kentucky blue.
It's a shit color. I'm not saying that it's like I don't like Kentucky blues to begin with, but if I'm going to pay money for this product that's being hyped that doesn't ship until July, I need something more exciting.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it when it drops.
Not me,
but yeah, it's a swing and a miss as far as the initial drop. I do think that they're going to pick it up.
Charlie Brown trying to kick a football. The shoes suck. The release sucks. The product sucks. It all sucks. And after all this hype and anticipation, when I saw the first images, I was like, the only person that's going to be happy about this is Rashad and other degenerates. Outside of that, damn, son. I thought this would be more like Fortnite or something like that.
Now, again, you do have to keep in mind this is for kids. So you have to introduce basic concepts.
Yeah, it said it's for kids, but we know who's going to buy these.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So let's not even try to hide that. If I'm a kid and my dad buys me some Lego dunks, I guess.
They need to just they need to go ahead, bite the bullet and say, yo, we finna make these sets for adults, and we gonna do something crazy. Like, we gonna introduce the logo sets.
It's right here. Why isn't that a set for a Nike box?
No, introduce the logo sets.
Okay.
If they introduce the logo set, like, have you seen how like Marvel superheroes and some DC superheroes, they have like the bus? Like they have the T'Challa bus, they have the Batman head,
all the whack shit.
all that. What if they introduce displays for the logos? You have a Mamba Mentality logo.
No, that would actually be great.
Yeah,
they just need to stop playing. Kids do not want this.
And then you house them in a box set. So you could display it like the logo's coming out of the box to house it.
Okay. Yeah. Just make them for fucking degenerates like this nigga. Trying to play to your audience. This is a money grab. Not even a money grab. It just makes sense. You drop the $200-$300 for this if they did it the right way. If they made a fucking weird ass what you just described, if the set was $250, you cop it, right or wrong.
If they dropped a well done foam posit set, that's an easy 130 to I'll say 170, but I definitely drop 130 for it.
Okay, so yeah,
easily.
That makes much more sense. Trying to do this whole kid thing, I don't feel like you're going to be able to capture the kids. Some kids, yeah, but the cool kids that you're trying to get hyped for it, why the fuck do I care about this? Why would I want this? It's a doo-doo fart.
I hope they pick it up.
Yeah. But let's wrap this up because we're running long.
All right, man. Well, any final words?
All right. So my final thought, I want to thank everybody for their patience and understanding. The winter sock is finally out. I've gotten some pretty great reviews. Many people have said that the socks are soft and feel amazing. I appreciate everybody who has done a fit pick or just mention them in general. I can't thank y'all enough for rocking with me because this was not an ordeal, but it was a fucking headache waiting for these socks to get ready. I think they're fantastic, and I'm glad to know that y'all think they're fantastic. I'm going to be working on the next colors for the fall. I'm not trying to hit y'all pockets. Like I try to space out drops because I'm already talking about there are too many drops. I don't want to drop t-shirts, hats, jacket, glasses, all back to back because I know y'all don't got money like that because I don't got money like that, and I want these to feel special. So I appreciate everybody supporting me and everything going well. I'm not going to front. I'd be afraid with minimum order quantities. I'm a micro brand, so 50 units is kind of rough for me. So for me to be down to 13 after everything is said and done is amazing. So I can never thank y'all enough for taking care of me. And I'm just looking forward to the future. I'm very excited for everything that's going on. For the most part, everything has been a success. I love that people give me feedback. If you're in the Discord, I appreciate people asking questions, critiquing, trying to better understand things. Like I know some people were kind of disappointed with how some of the things went with the glasses. So for people to ask me questions, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Or telling me what they like. I don't want anyone to ever feel like you can't critique my work. Critique is one of the best things that can happen. You know, shout out to Sock Jig, friend of the show. He got the socks and he was like, I think they're great. But he had a few points that he wanted to talk about. And I appreciate him just being frank and honest with me. That's things that I'm taking into account to improve them for the next go around. I want people to tell me if you think that this is something. Even if it's a personal grievance, I'd rather understand what you like and I can take into account if it's a bigger thing. And that's what I was saying before about the KIF stuff. I need people and creators to be able to take criticism. Just straight up hate, all right, that's one thing. But if someone's saying like, yo, it'd be great if it was this instead of this, it then becomes the creator's job to figure out what's good advice and what's shit. And luckily, the people who rock with me have great taste. Every bit of criticism that I've got has helped propel me even further. So thank you. Please shit on me when I'm doing wrong.
Sounds like a Diddy party. Anyways, what? My bad.
I mean, I set myself up for that one.
Yeah. Final words. I'm getting ready for this, to train for this half marathon, like again. It was like attempt number 4. But
fell off the wagon.
Bruh, I ain't picked up so much fucking weight. But yeah, send me recommendations for running shoes. I want to start vlogging soon. Right now, I'm sore as hell and nursing a couple injuries before I start. So I'm just going to be like just trying to do some cardio and get my diet right to drop some weight before I start heavy running, since I'll be on a 6-week program and the marathon isn't until September or October. But anyways, just outside of that, it's summertime. So we about to get live. That's all I gotta say.
That sounds like a threat. I like that.
Ain't no threat. It's a promise. Like,
oh my God,
it is a promise. I got time now. I'm gonna have time now. So yeah, finally, you know, I'm free for a little bit. I'll be traveling a bit. Shit, I think I gotta go to Jersey Friday for work for the other job.
Okay,
because you know I dibble and dabble in marketing, so gotta go to Jersey. Might be up in New York a little bit. Might slide to New York for governor's ball. Might go to Chicago. Most likely. So I'll be all around, but yeah, we shaking and moving. About to start, so be prepared.
I'll be in the house making glasses.
For sure.
All right, niggas. Dog.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say we gotta end the show because I gotta tuck you in. Good night.
Get the fuck out. Dog bless.